Hi, this is John Hope Bryant. I'm the founder of Operation Hope and the Promise Homes Company and Bryant Group Ventures. But I grew up in Compton, California in South Central LA, and I was told I would never be anything. I was told I wouldn't amount to anything. I was told I could never climb the highest mountain, so don't even try. Today I release a new book that's a clarion call to everybody who's ever been denied, released into the wilderness and the abyss of nothingness. Told that's where you live. That's where you can run free. But you can't come in these office buildings. You can't come in this corporate suite. You can't come into the halls of power. Today I release a book, Up From Nothing, the untold story of how we all succeed, all of us. It comes out today. I want you to order it. I want you to give it to a friend. If you don't like it, if it doesn't do anything for you, send it back to me. Make sure it's in new condition. Send it back to me. I'll send your money back. That's right. I'll give you a money back guarantee. It's not about money. I'm not making money on books. I'm a CEO and an entrepreneur. I am literally what I'm asking you to be, self-reliant. I am doing this because it's the best way, the easiest way to get me into you, at least a part of me that can help you to come up from nothing, to reclaim your destiny, to live your best life. I am tired of being sick and tired, aren't you? Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Aren't you tired of people looking at you and then looking through you? I am passionate about this because I grew up in a space, in a place. Well, yeah, my mother, Juanita Smith, who told me she loved me every day of my life. She was my lifesaver. My dad, who owned his own business, Johnny Will Smith, I knew I could because I saw him do it. I knew I was somebody. I knew that I was God's child, but that wasn't reaffirmed by those around me. I had no role models. I understand why people become role models or become rap stars and athletes in my neighborhood, because what else can you see in order to be? There were no examples of engineers, which is a bulletproof job. You'll never go broke. Computer technicians. Let's go up the ranks now. Business managers, real estate investors, investment bankers, private equity people, healthcare professionals. I mean, the myriad of things that fill up this $20 trillion economy in the US and probably an $80 trillion economy in the world. So that builds wealth. We weren't taught any of that. None of that was around me. And worse, those who were in power, I don't name names, but but those who did this, you know who I'm talking about because you're still around. Those who were in power who said, John Hope Bryant, whatever. Oh, here he comes again, John Hope Bryant. Oh, financial literacy. Yeah. Oh, capitalism. Oh, free enterprise. Oh. Meanwhile, they're taking advantage of the very thing that they want to deny you. They say this stuff doesn't matter. People who say, oh, get on TV, poor people, struggling people should own a home when they own a home. They say capitalism doesn't matter, but they own a business. They own stock. The very people saying that this doesn't matter. And I mean elected officials. I mean community leaders. I mean our so-called leaders at top and bottom, black and white, rich and poor, conservative and liberal, from all walks. The people who say that the poor and the struggling shouldn't take a hold of their own life are the ones who've taken a hold of their own life. They're telling you to not pursue a business plan they pursue for themselves. I'm tired of it, and you should be tired of it. But we're not going to solve anything by being mad at somebody else. Being angry at your neighbor doesn't make you any wealthier. Anger is not a business plan. Frustration is not a strategy. I have broken it down in this book. I've created a business plan for all of us. That plus the work of Operation Hope, the work of other worthwhile nonprofits like, off the top of my head, the Urban League, the United Way of America. There's so many heroes and sheroes who are out here doing great work in this environment of Black Lives Matter movement. You see me in my Black Entrepreneurs Matter, and it's not about the organization there. It's about the spirit, right, of a 400-year-old social justice reckoning for those who created wealth for everybody else. Because Black America came to this country and had the biggest reverse transfer of wealth in world history because we built this country for free. It was our labor, never paid for. It was our capital, never compensated for. Don't get mad, get even by succeeding. The best revenge is success, not hurting somebody else, not hating on somebody else. In fact, I want you to love your brother. Here's a philosophy, and I teach this in the book, and I'm going to get to the principles. Talk without being offensive. Write it down now. Listen without being defensive. And always leave even your adversary with their dignity. Because if you don't, they'll spend the rest of their life trying to make you miserable. It becomes personal. I want you to love your neighbor. I want you to love even those who don't love you. That's right. That's real strength. It's okay if you don't like me. I like me. Quincy Jones in this book says, not 1 ounce of my self-worth and self-esteem and identity depends on your acceptance of me. So you cannot segregate your heart and integrate your pocket. So don't worry about races. They're only going to succeed but by so far. The biggest performing companies in the world are the most diverse. The biggest economies in the world are the most diverse. Do your research. Don't trust me. The biggest states in America, the biggest cities in America are the most diverse. That's right. Diversity is a business plan, not just a good feeling. I want you to know that you are somebody. I mean, when I was coming up, I was written off, maligned, talked about in my face. People would disrespect me in my face. They aren't doing it anymore. It's all gone quiet. In fact, now some folks asking me for a contract, asking me for a hookup, asking me for a job. I'm very gracious about it because when you got the power, whatever it is, you don't need to use it. I believe power is real source or purpose. Once you gain it, is to give it away. I'm here trying to give it away to you. Or as Jay-Z said in his in a song on the 444 album, you can get $1 million worth of wisdom for $9.99. Okay, I don't know what this book it costs, but it's under $30, and it will change your life. Here are the 3 things I want you to think about as you download this. Go to Amazon, go to Apple, go to Walmart, go to wherever you shop, go to Barnes and Noble, go wherever you shop. Download the book or buy the hard copy and have it sent to you. And in this COVID distance environment, send it to a friend. Can't go and do a real book club. Do a virtual book club. Start a conversation with your friends. Let's talk about this book on social media. Let's do a review once you read it online because reviews matter. What you say matters much more than what I say because people say, look at me and go, oh, he's had some special privilege. But if you get it, other people will believe it. And for Thanksgiving and Christmas, send it to somebody you love. And again, if they don't like it, if you don't like it, I'll give you money back. Just to get the economic piece of this off the table. I'll do it for you for free. I'll give you a money back guarantee. That's how much I believe in what I put in this book. Here are 3 things I want you to take away from this conversation. There's 3. I wrote this down just so I can be very crisp about it because I knew I'd be passionate about this launch today. And by the way, I'm not angry and I'm not upset. I'm not even frustrated. I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm tired of you being discounted and maligned and 100 million Americans not being contributed to this economy. I'm tired of African Americans working their tail off and not getting the return or even appreciation. I'm tired of the $16 trillion worth of GDP, gross domestic product, that was robbed from this country's growth because of just 20 years of racism. So says a report out last week by Citigroup. And another $5 trillion, if we just knock it off, if we just stop racism today, there'd be another $5 trillion of GDP that would pay for the coronavirus aid that we've done in the last 8 months. It would pay for that plus some. If we would just knock off racism, that's how much of a tax ignorance is costing us. We need everybody shoulder the wheel. We need everybody in this game. Okay, I got excited. Let me give you the 3 points. There's 3 points on mentality in this book. 3 points on the 3 roles that you got to figure out which one you're going to play, and 5 pillars of success. I'm going to do this real quick, and I want you to read the book. And by the way, if you get the audiobook, I actually it's in my voice. But I like writing books. I like writing in books. So I want you to get the see, I've written here. I want you to get the physical book. In particular, but the audio, whatever works for you. Okay, here are the three mentalities. Write it down. There's a surviving mentality. There's a thriving mentality, and there's a winning mentality. Okay. The surviving mentality is what people got you stuck in, is what coronavirus has got you stuck in, is what our politics have you stuck in, is what's making you frustrated, is what's making you depressed, is what's making you angry, is what's got you stuck in the muck. It's a surviving mentality. We've got to get our minds right. And the surviving mentality for Black people was part of the first, coming out of the first Reconstruction, which was out of slavery. It was really setting our bodies free, beginning the point of setting our minds free. And what does freedom look like? And then you have the thriving economy. That's the thriving mindset. And that is, doing something, earning something, getting something, being something, achieving something, voting for something, participating in something, getting something. That created this robust middle class in America. That's after World War II, by the way. That's after the Marshall Plan. I'm calling for a new Marshall Plan, by the way. And that is after what I call the Second Reconstruction. Dr. King, my mentor, Ambassador Andrew Young, and the right to vote, political empowerment. The third Reconstruction is lining up with what I'm calling for now, a renewal of the winning mindset. The winning mindset is about building, and a winner believed they were a winner before they ever won anything. Did you hear me? A winner believed they were a winner before they ever won anything. Don't you believe you're a winner? Don't you know that you're a winner? Don't you know you can own a home? Don't you know that you can start a business? Don't you know that you can create a side hustle? Don't you know you can go get as much education as you want? Don't you know your children can be anything that they want to be? Don't you know that you can go from zero to hero in your lifetime? Don't you know you don't have to stay with that abusive man? Don't you know that you don't have to live down to somebody's low expectations? Don't you know that God made you special, different, important, and unique, and there's nobody like you on this planet? That's a winner. And that's what made this country. And that's what I want you to decide today to be. Build yourself, build your family, build wealth, build a congregation, build a following, build a daycare, build a network of barbershops, build I don't care what you build a city government, build public service, build public policy, but build inside of yourself a self-esteem. That leads me to the three roles. You got to decide whether you are a hunter, a skinner, preparer, or a cook. Every family, every business, every successful organization needs those three things: a hunter, a skinner, preparer, and a cook. Decide your role and make sure you have the orchestra of others leaning in with you, and then go assault the mission you're after. Number 3, I've come up with a formula for your success. You're going to have to read the book to get the details of it. I'm going to give you the 5 pillars of success. If you have 3 or more of these, you will win over, around, and through it, even when racism, sexism, bias, discrimination, a stupid boss, an oppressive government, police, police brutality, whatever you're dealing with in your neighborhood. I'm not saying it's going to go away. I'm saying you're going to get over it. Over it, around it, through it, you're going to get to it. When you have 3 or more of the 5 things, and I have proven this in my own life and studied this in the course of history, this is what makes everybody successful, every group. And I detail this in the book. Massive education, number 1. Number 2, understanding the numbers, financial literacy, economics, free enterprise, economics, ownership, and opportunity. Number 3, family structure and resiliency. Number 4, self-esteem and confidence. Number 5, role models. You get 3 of those things or more, and you will win. You will win. You will win. Buy the book, leave a comment, share it with a friend, call Operation Hope, live your dream, and take your life back. I'm out. Let's go. Let's go do this right now.